Good morning, my dear students. So, in the previous class, we have learnt about the xylem tissue. So, xylem tissue is nothing but it is a type of complex permanent tissue. So, yesterday we have learnt, means in the previous class we have learnt about the complex permanent tissue, and complex permanent tissue it is divided into two types, xylem and phloem. So, once again, just we shall recall the definition of complex permanent tissue. So, what do you mean by complex permanent tissue? So, what do you mean by complex permanent tissue? Complex permanent tissue. So, complex permanent tissue means a group of different types of cells. So, here a group of different types of cells, a group of different types of cells. What the cells will do? Cells that perform, means the cells will perform. The cells perform and help to perform a common function. Here a group of different types of cells that perform a common function. This is called as the complex permanent tissue. This complex permanent tissue is divided into two types. Complex permanent tissue is divided into two types, xylem and phloem. So yesterday we have learned only till the other types. Today we shall take only about the xylem tissue, a xylem complex permanent tissue. So xylem means it is water conducting tissue. Xylem means it is a water conducting tissue in plants. Then what do you mean by phloem here? Phloem is a food conducting tissue. Phloem means a food conducting tissue. So we shall only concentrate on the xylem tissue. So how the cells are made up of in the xylem tissue here? So in the xylem tissue, as you all know, it is a conducting tissue for the absorb of the water and minerals from the roots. So from where here the water conducting tissue will take place? So in the xylem, the water conducts in the xylem tissue. So xylem is a conducting tissue. What it is conducting here? It conducts and it absorbs water and minerals. So the xylem tissue means the cells which are present here, they absorbs water and food. They absorbs water because here it is only a water conducting tissue. Let me take only water. So it absorbs water from roots. So after absorbing water from the roots, where the water will go? So from the roots, the water will be transported to the different parts of the plant. Next, after absorbing the water from the roots, that water will be transported. To upper parts of a plant. Which are the upper parts of a plant? Nothing but totally a short system where the branches will be present. There the water will be transported. So this is the function of the xylem, that is water conducting tissue. Then here fluid transport in xylem is called as the xylem sac. So here a fluid is present, in xylem a fluid is present. That fluid is called as the xylem sac. So what is the function of this fluid? Nothing but it helps to transport. The water from lower parts to the upper parts of a plant. Then here Water. So how the water flow will be? As we all know, the river means if any streams are there, it will be taking a diversion here and there. But here, the water transported from the roots to the upper part means in a unidirection. So in the unidirection, the water flow will be taken place in the xylem tissue. Then xylem cells with hard and lignified cells. Here xylem cells. So the xylem cells, they are hard. So how they are hard? Nothing but the thick with lignified. Lignified. Because of this, the cells are very hard in the xylem. And in the xylem, most of the cells which are present in the xylem are dead cells. So in the xylem, dead cells are present. Dead cells are present, and only single living cell is present. Most of the cells are dead. Only one cell having a living cell is present in the xylem tissue. So the xylem also contains here different cells. So even this xylem contains 4 different types of cells. So the first one is the xylem vessels. Xylem vessels, then tracheids, then third one is the xylem fibers, are only fibers, xylem fibers, and fourth one is the xylem parenchyma. Xylem parenchyma. So I said here the cells which are present in the xylem most are dead cells. So all these 3 cells comes under dead cells. So only the living component or the living cell present in the xylem is, that is xylem parenchyma. So after now we shall study the function of this different. Now we shall study the function of these different cells which are present in the xylem. So students, while watching the classes, you have to write these things in your running notes. Now we shall study the functions of this xylem cells. So first we shall study the function of the xylem vessel. So first we shall study the function of the xylem vessels. So what will be the function of this vessels which is present in the xylem? So here the xylem vessels. So these xylem vessels are one cell, but a series of cells will be joined. This in xylem, one cell will be present, that cells will be joined from one cell, the other cell, the series of cells will be present. This series of cells, they will form one, join together from one end to end and form a long tube. So from one cell, so xylem means a one cell will be present. From this one cell, number of cells will be joined. So number of cells will be joined together. Means a series means, for example, if you take a cell, so one cell for this, another one cell, another one cell joining like this. So cells means you are knowing nucleus will be present, then even other cell organelles all will be present. But here in some of the cells I am saying the dead cells, they are dead cells. So protoplasm will be absent. So like this, a series of cells join together from end to end and form one long tube. So form one long tube. So this is the xylem vessels. Then second one is the tracheids. Second one is the tracheids. So how the cells are present in this tracheids? So in the tracheids, the cells are elongated. The cells are elongated. The cells are elongated, tapering. So tapering already I have said for you yesterday itself, nothing but a narrow tube like it will be present. While they are coming at the end, they will be become sharp. So that is tapering. Then lignified, thick wall. So tapering, lignified with thick cell walls, with thick cell walls. Then dead cells with narrow tube. Dead cells, thick cell wall. Thick cell wall. Thick cell wall with narrow lumen. Thick cell wall with narrow. Thick cell wall. Thick cell wall and narrow lumen. So in the tracheids will be consisting, the cells which are present, they will be elongated in tapering, lignified, thick cell wall and narrow lumen will be present in the tracheid cells. Then what is the function of these tracheids? Nothing but they are the primitive water conducting cells. So these tracheid cells are the primitive water conducting cells. They are the primitive water conducting cells. Then tracheids and vessels. So then the tracheids and this both. So this tracheids and the xylem vessels both, they are called as the tracheelementary cells, where both will be joining together and function will be taken place, nothing but water conducting or water transport will be taken place in the xylem tissue. Now we shall move for the next type of cell, that is fibers. So fibers, what will be the function? We have already heard the word of these fibers. So these fibers will be sometimes present in the coconut. You have seen that, which will be brown in color. Then what will be the function of these fibers in the xylem tissue? So in the xylem tissue, they provide strength to the tissue. So here the fibers which are present in the xylem is, they provide strength. They provide strength to the tissues. To the xylem tissue. They provide strength to the xylem tissue. Means totally the strength will be given for the cells for the xylem tissue. Then the last cell, that is xylem parenchyma. So xylem parenchyma, it is a living cell which is present in the xylem parenchyma. Xylem parenchyma. So what will be the function of the xylem parenchyma in the xylem tissue? So the function of xylem parenchyma is, it is the only living component which helps to prepare the food, means which helps to take the food which is prepared by the leaves. So here the food will be prepared by the leaves. The food will be prepared by the prepared by the leaves. So after preparation of the food, that food will be transported for the upper parts of a plant. Now that will be transported by this parenchyma. Nothing but the function is to store the food. After preparing the food by the leaves, the food should be stored in some place. No, here in the xylem tissue, the xylem parenchyma will be store the food. So this is the function of the xylem parenchyma. So these are the totally the different cells present in the xylem. But in the simple tissue we can see that the cells will be similar and function also will be taken similar. But here the cells will be different. Whatever the function taken place will be the common function. How common function will be taken place means all the cells will be arranged as like a specialized. They have to perform the common function itself. So these are the things of the xylem. We have studied about xylem tissue. Now we shall study about the phloem tissue. So phloem is the second type of complex permanent tissue. So phloem is a food conducting tissue. Phloem is a food conducting tissue. Food conducting tissue of plants. Phloem is a food conducting tissue of plants. So what kind of cells will be present in the phloem? So in the phloem, different types of cells are present. Different types of cells are present in the phloem. So what are those different types of cells? So in the xylem there are 4 different types of cells are present. But here in the phloem, 3 different types of cells are present. 3 types of cells are present. Which are those 3 types of cells? So in that, first one is the CV cells. First one is the CV cells. Then second one is the phloem fibers. Second one is the phloem fibers. And the third one is the phloem parenchyma. Phloem parenchyma. So what kind of cells are present in the phloem tissue? So in the phloem tissue, living cells are present. What kind of cells are present? Living cells. Living cells are present. Living cells are present in the phloem tissue. So the function already before only I have said the function of phloem tissue is to food conducting tissue of the plants. So where the food is prepared here? The food is prepared in the leaf. The food will be prepared by leaves. What is prepared by leaves here? The food will be prepared by the leaves. That food will be transported to all different parts of a plant. That is nothing but phloem. It is a food conducting tissue. Now, then I said whatever the cells present here are living cells, and even protoplasm is also present. So if living cells are present, then protoplasm also will be present in that tissue. Next we shall move for the types of cells. We shall learn in detail about the types of cells present in the phloem tissue. So which are the different cells present in the phloem? CV cells, phloem fibers and phloem parenchyma. First we shall study about CV cells. How the CV cells are helping in the food conducting tissue or what they will provide. So the first cell is CV cells. So then what is the function of the CV cells in the phloem tissue? So the CV cells are, how the cells are here? In the CV cells, the cells are elongate. Cells are elongated, cells are present. Along with this, with minute pores. In the cells are elongated and minute pores are present. Minute pores are present in the cell. Minute pores are present in the CV cells. Then the next one is that is, so when the cells are at the maturity, nucleus will be not there. Means whichever the cells are mature cells, nucleus will be absent. Do not have nucleus in the mature cells which are present in this CV cells. So no nucleus is present in the mature cells. And the next point. So in the next point, that is, then what is the help of the nucleus here? If nucleus is absent only in the mature cells. But in case if the nucleus is present in the cells, what the function will take place? This nucleus helps in the transportation of food. So the nucleus will helps. So the nucleus will helps in the transportation of helps in the transportation of food. Okay, these are the things takes place with the help of this CV cells. So already I said where the food will be prepared. The food will be prepared in the leaves. That food will be transported from the upper parts, nothing but in the leaf, and it will be distributed or transported to all different parts of a plant body. So next we shall study the next cell, that is phloem fibers. Phloem fibers. So what is the function of phloem fibers here? So phloem fibers provides mechanical strength. So phloem fibers will provide the mechanical support. Provide a mechanical support to the plant. So this is the function of the phloem fibers, means they provide the mechanical support and give strength for the phloem tissues. The next cell, that is phloem parenchyma. The last type of cell which is present in the phloem is, that is phloem parenchyma. So phloem parenchyma. Parenchyma, you are knowing that already the work is to store the food. So then what will be the function of this parenchyma in this phloem tissue? So in the phloem tissue, it involves the storage of reserved substances. So even here also the function of phloem parenchyma is to store the food. So here the function is to store the food. Substance is nothing but the food. The next one is how the cells are here. Certain cells are specialized parenchyma cells closely associated with the CV cells. So here certain cells are specialized in parenchyma cells that closely associated with this CV cells. Then even this, when they are closely related with the CV cells, they are also called as the companion cells. So this is about the phloem tissue. So xylem tissue means water conducting tissue, phloem tissue means food conducting tissue. Xylem contains mainly 4 different types of cells, whereas phloem contains 3 different types of cells. Now we shall study the differences between the xylem and the phloem. Before studying the difference between the xylem and phloem, even this xylem and phloem are called as the vascular bundles which are present in the vascular plants. So even they are called as conducting tissue, complex permanent tissue, and also they are called as the vascular bundles or vascular which are present in the vascular plants. Now we shall study the differences between xylem and the phloem. Now we shall study the differences between xylem and phloem. Differences between xylem and phloem. So what are the differences between xylem and phloem? Xylem, phloem. So the first difference what we can say is xylem is a food conducting, xylem is a water conducting tissue. Xylem is a water conducting tissue, and whereas phloem is a food conducting tissue. Phloem is a food conducting tissue. This is the first difference between the xylem and the phloem. Then what is the second difference in xylem and phloem? The second difference is So here the cells which are present in the xylem. So the most of the cells are dead cells. Most of the cells are dead cells in the xylem tissue. Means the dead cells are present in the xylem tissue. Only the living component present in the xylem tissue is that is xylem parenchyma. But in the phloem, the living cells are present. Living cells are present. Living cells are present. This is the second difference between xylem and the phloem. Then what is the third difference here? So where the cells are present in the vascular bundles. So in the vascular bundles, they are present in the inner. The inner side are the located in the inner side of the vascular bundle. Xylem tissues are located. They are located in the inner sides of the vascular bundles. Inner sides of the vascular bundles. So here inner side means what will be the next difference here? So phloem tissue, they are located in the outer. They are located in the outer sides of the vascular bundles. Outer sides of the vascular bundles. So these are the three main differences between xylem and the phloem. So the diagrams you have to refer the reader. Then in the next class we will be just recalling all the points whatever we have learned in this chapter. Thank you, my dear students.